These 5 common Twitch mistakes are destroying your streams, and chances are you're guilty of at least one of them. I'm looking at you, Joe. Yeah, I'm looking at you. So let's fix them. Mistake number 1 is lacking a stream schedule and not being consistent. Moving over to Twitch, you can very clearly see my stream schedule on my offline banner here, making it very easy for my viewers to know when I'm live, as well as an interactive stream schedule here that automatically changes to the viewer's time zone, making it super easy to know when I'm going to be live next. Now, when you're first starting out, you're not going to have a stream schedule because you don't know what the best time slots are going to be for your streams. So until you have dedicated time slots where you've checked your analytics and realized that that's the best slot for you, don't be afraid to experiment because you're not going to know which time works best until you actually find one. That means you can try different games, you can try different days, you can try different times, and you can use a combination of all 3 to find the best slot that works for you. And then when you do find which slots work best for you, mark them down in a schedule and stay consistent to that. Because the secret sauce that we're trying to tap into is secretly creating a viewing habit for our viewers to come back to our stream every single week. If you remember back in the old days when we used to watch cable television, I know that I'd always want to watch Courage the Cowardly Dog Show, and I know to find it on Cartoon Network, and I'd find it right when I got home from school, which would be right around 3 or 4 p.m. Central. And so through that, consistently, I would be able to watch my favorite show growing up, and I'd be able to rely on it, which ultimately created a habit for me, so I kept coming back as a regular viewer. We want to treat our live streams the same exact way, because if we go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's our schedule, and we constantly keep taking off, then we'll lose that trust with our viewer, and it's going to destroy that habit because it takes a long time to build a habit. But once you get them in, they're going to consistently keep coming back to your stream. Common mistake number 2 is not focusing enough on your community building or engagement. Now, what the heck do I even mean by this? Let me show you. The simple stuff is just responding to chat, asking chat questions, and a little cheat that I like to have offhand is just having a little notepad next to your side with common questions you can ask in case you blank and you don't know what to say. It's actually really stupid easy and really friggin' useful, so I recommend it. But even little things like if you have access to channel points, you can do different rewards here, which play different sound effects or posture check. But if you don't have access to channel points, don't sweat it, dude. You can also use free things like Streamlabs Cloudbot, which has a bunch of stuff here, but you can use the things like the modules, which allow you to do shout outs. You can do gamble mini games, you can do 8-ball games, you can do slots mini games, you can do a bunch of stuff without the need of being an affiliate. So that way viewers can just go into your chat and let's just say !gamble all. And then you can see that I rolled a 76 and I won a certain amount of points. So it's just adding another layer of engagement to your streams to make it even more engaging. And it really helps build that community feel because at the end of the day, Twitch is overall just a friggin' community. So the more things that you can do to foster that engagement, the better it's going to be to suit you. Another really easy one is going over to your creator dashboard in the top right corner and then going to the stream manager on the left-hand side and then going to the bottom right where you see this little plus button. That's the quick actions button. And you can simply just type in poll and then you'll be able to add a poll button here, X that out, and then you'll be able to find the poll button conveniently behind my webcam here, right here. And so you'll be able to add new polls to be able to engage your audience as well as creating predictions if you're an affiliate as well. So you can hit start prediction and basically have them gamble their channel points on different predictions. But just remember at the end of the day that a community is more than just the numbers. Think of it as hanging out with a group of friends because that's going to give you the most quality and authentic experience that your viewers are looking for. Common mistake number 3 is lacking content quality as well as production value. Now this is kind of multi-layered because you have on one side making sure that your stream looks nice, you got the gear, you got the right settings, and the other side that you're actually entertaining and the value of the content that you're putting out is actually fun to watch. Now the production value is easy. All you have to do is make sure you're just using quality things. For example, if we go to my most recent stream here, you can see that our layout is nice and clean. We got a nice clean chat over here. We got text, we got a nice crispy microphone. Everything looks good. The lighting is great. So technically speaking, this is a quality stream. However, for example, if we didn't have the right equipment and we looked more like this, not a lot of people would want to watch this because look at how pixelated and gross this is. And imagine what happens when we start playing games. You can't even really tell what's going on inside the game or the screen just because the actual quality of this content is bad. But luckily, since we've been streaming for so long, we know what to use and when to use it, and you guys should too if you're a regular subscriber of the channel. Which touches on the second half of this, which is making sure that you're actually engaging your chat, making sure it's fun. You got something that sets you apart and makes you unique. For example, we're basically playing a game that's only up, but you play as a friggin' frog. I mean, how often do you see that on Twitch? We also have in our title, if our sub goal is hit, then we're gonna stream on the treadmill, which we have done in the past. Literally, we play this game or whatever game we're doing on the treadmill because I have a standing desk and a treadmill. So there's just multiple layers that increase the quality of our content, making it more interesting and more willing to make viewers want to actually watch us. Now, the term good or quality is very subjective, but just go with your gut on it. At the end of the day, if your stream looks nice, it sounds nice, and you have an interesting concept going on, then that's already a huge thing that's gonna set you apart from a lot of other streamers. Common mistake number 4 is failing to promote your stream. But hold up, not in the way that you're thinking of. I'm not saying you should spam Twitter or other people's Discords or begging people to come into your stream. When I say promote, I mean putting your content in front of the right people's eyes. This means taking advantage of things like YouTube Shorts. For example, here you can see we're getting thousands of views per short, which is literally giving our content that much more exposure. We also post that same content over to Instagram Reels, which is also netting a couple thousand per video, putting us in front of even more people, and even cross-posting to TikTok as well, which is a third place that we're posting the same place, getting multiple thousands of views and getting that many more people aware of who we are. You can see some of these are bangers. Like this one's 185,000. This one is 13,000, 12,000, 28,000, 54,000. And it's literally the same exact short form content I posted to Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts because everyone lives on a different platform. Now, the important part to focus on here is just because you have views on the short form content does not mean that they're going to come over to your stream. You need to also keep different things in mind when you're creating this content. A huge problem that I see is people will make a short on, let's say, Fortnite, and then you'll go over to their Twitch stream and they're playing some, let's say, stupid little frog game right here. Like, that has nothing to do with Fortnite. So the people that you're attracting through your Fortnite shorts are seeing that you're playing this frog game that's not Fortnite, and chances are they're not going to want to watch your stream. So the more social lubricant that we can put to reduce the friction is going to help us immensely. Take, for example, my short form content. It's all about streamer tips. And so what I've been doing recently is taking the first hour or so of my streams and literally having people ask me their streaming questions to get streaming advice. That way, what they see over on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube Shorts is going to be the same exact thing that I'm doing, engaging with them on my Twitch stream, which increases the likelihood that they're actually want to come over, say hi, and actually talk and become a part of our community. However, when I'm playing over here in this frog game, enjoying myself, it makes it a little bit more difficult for them to want to do that because I'm not exactly just focusing on streaming questions. I do answer them when I'm playing games, but it's not the main focus. I'd also recommend looking in other similar niches as you and seeing what other people are doing, because if it's working for them, chances are there might be something that you could implement from their stream into yours. Now, I'm not saying you got to copy one-to-one exactly, but just keep in mind on things that they're doing and what's working for their stream. For example, if you see a lot of people using that gambling command in their stream, well, chances are it's very popular, so you might want to implement it into yours. Which leads us to mistake number 5, and honestly, it's the one that I find the most crushing and defeating, and that's giving up. I see so many new streamers build their stream from scratch, design it all nice and pretty, get a bunch of gear, only to hit go live and realize that it's actually much more complicated and much harder to grow an audience. You can't really just start your stream anymore, do whatever you want, and then just hope for the best. The truth is that streaming is very saturated right now, and there's a lot of people that want to stream themselves. Now, I'm not saying by any means that it's oversaturated and that you can't grow a stream from scratch anymore. It's actually far from it. You can still grow a stream from zero if you know the right things to do and you have the right guidance in place. Luckily, I've been doing this for years and I've been through all the ups and downs when it comes to streaming, so you know I got you. And just know that if you ever feel like giving up in streaming, that you are not alone in the slightest. But if you do want more resources, I have my website linked in the description down below. But step 1 on not giving up is watching this playlist to the side of me. It's going to teach you everything that you need to know. My name's Cody, and I will see you in the next one.